The truth about poltergeists, we attract them. This isn't Hollywood, it's not a jump scare channel. It's what we've learned as a family after years of doing this for real, including the boring nights, the empty locations, and the moments you can't explain. So let's set the scene properly. It's late. The kind of late where the house sounds different, where every tiny creak feels like a footstep that stops when you listen. And that's when it starts. We seem to attract poltergeist activity, drawers opening, things moved, stuff hidden. Now, when most people hear poltergeist, they picture the movie version. A violent, demonic force, furniture flying, walls bleeding, a child levitating while a priest shouts Latin. It makes good cinema. It makes terrible investigation. Because what we've actually experienced is smaller, quieter, and somehow more unsettling. A drawer you know you closed, sitting open like someone's been searching. Keys that vanish, then turn up in the one place you already checked twice. A remote moved to a different room. A cupboard door cracked open, just enough to make you doubt yourself. Little disruptions, little edits to reality, and that's the trick. Poltergeist activity doesn't always scream. Sometimes it whispers, sometimes it feels playful, chaotic, like something is testing the edges of your attention. And then there was the shelf incident. This is the moment that made my stomach drop, because it wasn't random. It was organized. We had a shelf, normal household stuff on it, a mix of items that don't naturally stack, different shapes, different weights. We left the room, just long enough to stop watching. When we came back, everything had been piled onto the shelf, stacked on top of each other, not knocked down, not scattered, not fallen, stacked. Like someone had gathered it all up and built a tower. And I remember standing there thinking, that's not a draft, that's not vibration, that's not the house settling, because drafts don't sort objects. Drafts don't make decisions, drafts don't create order. That's why it stood out. It had intention, and that's the part people get wrong about poltergeists. They assume violent means evil. But in our experience, a lot of it is mischief. Not harmless, because it messes with your head, but not automatically dark. It's like something wants a reaction. I still look for normal explanations first. I check the obvious, I check the boring, I check what I want it to be. Because if you skip that step, you're not investigating, you're storytelling. So we rule out the basics. Was it a person, a pet, gravity, a loose hinge, us, tired, distracted? And when you've done all that, and it still doesn't fit, that's when you earn the right to say, something happened here. And when it starts, here's what we do. We don't shout, we don't challenge, we stay calm, we set boundaries, out loud. This is our space. You're not allowed to touch our things. You can be here, but you will not cause harm. No drama, no threats, just firm, steady rules. And then we stop feeding it attention. Because attention is fuel. If it's playful, it gets bored. That's the real fight, not against a ghost, against panic, against imagination. If you want the full story of the shelf incident, say the word in the comments, shelf. And tell me this, have you ever had poltergeist activity? Drawers opening, things hidden, objects moved with no explanation. What happened? And what did it feel like?